Hi everybody, this is Maya Zahira with Psychic Protection Sanctuary, and this is the Psychic Skills Challenge, and this is video 4 of the challenge. So our last video, we worked on some kind of intense stuff, right? But now we get to move into the fun, juicy stuff. You might want to grab your pen and paper to write these down if you don't already know what all of the psychic skills are. So I'm going to go through them one by one. There are 6 psychic skills that I identify. And you might find that you are stronger in one than you are in another. So I just want to say before I start going into what these are, don't feel like you have to be an expert in all of these. Like nobody is. We all have strengths and weaknesses, okay? So let's go into the first one is clairvoyance. So clair means clear. So clear and voyance means seeing. So it's clear seeing. So that is your psychic sight. That is seeing visions, being able to see aura colors, being able to see spirits, any kind of psychic sight would be clairvoyance. The next one on our list is clairaudience. So that is like audio is hearing. So this is clear hearing. This is all about psychic hearing. So that's hearing messages, hearing your angels. Maybe if you're a songwriter, maybe you hear music, you hear, any kind of messages. Okay, so it's all auditory messages. That would be clairaudience. All right, and the next one on my list is clairsentience. And clairsentience is all about feeling. Now, there's a couple different ways you can experience this. Clairsentience can be through touch. So that would be like the person who can feel and sense someone's energy, maybe a Reiki practitioner, an energy healer who can feel a person's energy with their hands. That would be clairsentience. And then another example of clairsentience would be when you can feel psychic sensations within your body. So that can be feeling emotions or feeling physical sensations, like the person next to you has a headache and you feel their headache. You feel that headache. It's not your headache, but you feel it just like you have a headache. Or you feel their emotions. Like if they're sad, you feel sad. Anxious, you feel anxious, etc. That, by the way, when you feel someone else's sensations within your body, that's called being an empath. So under the umbrella of clairsentience and the physical sense, your physical psychic sense, under that umbrella of clairsentience is being an empath. And that's being able to feel these the psychic information within your body. Okay. Next on the list, let's see, we're on number 4. Next on the list is clairgustance, and this is less known. This is psychic taste, and an example that I would give is that if something isn't right, you might get a bad taste in your mouth. So you meet someone for the first time and maybe they do not have good intentions and you suddenly, like, your mouth gets really dry and you have this yucky taste in your mouth. Or it could show up in any number of ways. Maybe you suddenly have like the taste of this lemon candy that your grandma used to make. And that's a sign that she's actually present with you. Okay. So again, it's not as common, but it can happen. So psychic taste. And then there's clairalience, which is psychic smell. That's also less common than sight and hearing and touch. And psychic smell can be like, maybe you smell like your grandma's thing that she used to bake because she's present with you, or you smell someone's cologne right at the moment when something very significant happens in their life, or any other kind of fragrance. There's people who, when they have a very impactful spiritual experience, they might smell the fragrance of flowers, even though there are no flowers or there's no perfume or anything like that present. So those all would be examples of clairalience. And then there's claircognizance. Claircognizance. Think of cognition. That's like thinking. So claircognizance is when you just know something. Like you just know it. You didn't see a vision of it. You didn't hear a message about it. You didn't feel it. You didn't smell it. You didn't taste it. You just know. That's claircognizance. Okay. So in my programs, I actually go a lot deeper, way deeper into all of these. But this is like the quickie version of these 6 clairs. And let me make sure, did we go through all of them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, we did. So for your homework, what I'd like for you to consider is which one is your strength, or which one do you feel most drawn to? And I ask it both ways because you might already have one of these abilities developed a little bit, or you might not. You might not have any abilities developed yet, or you might think you don't have any abilities developed yet, but there might be one of these that you just feel a little more drawn to. So I want you to take some time and think about which one is your strength, or which one do you feel more drawn to. And I'd like for you to share that. So if you're watching this video on social media or YouTube or wherever, go ahead and share what you think your strength is, or which one you feel most drawn to if you don't think you have a strength yet. And just remember that most people just have one area out of all of these 6 clairs, most people have one area that they develop, one area where they feel stronger, and the rest usually weaker. Okay. There are some people who have a little bit of everything. That's what I have. But don't feel like you have to master all of these. So just think about what your strength is, and that's where you'll be starting with, is with your strength, or where you feel most drawn to. All right. So if you have any questions, you can post them on social media and I will respond, or you can send me an email, and you can email me on my website, which is www.psychicprotectionsanctuary.com, and click on the Contact Us tab. Our next video is all about some additional aspects of psychic skills, and I'm not even going to tell you what they are yet. It's going to be a surprise. You need to come watch the next video. I will see you next time. Sending you all my love.